Code red selected.
What's good, guys? It's your boy Code Red, and I am back with another one. Hey, listen, man. So your boy been playing some Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, all right? And I've been playing all weekend. And let me tell you, I have been having a blast, all right? I can't put it down. Like I really can't put it down. So the game itself, it features seven total games. Okay, seven total games, and these games have come over a span of time that where we've had various crossovers between Marvel and Capcom, with the exception of one game, which is the Punisher game, and that's more of your beat 'em up style game. You can either play as the Punisher or Nick Fury, and it's very similar to like the Streets of Rage thing. But yeah, the other six games are Marvel vs. Capcom crossovers, and it is good. Okay, it is good. So one of the things that I noticed when I first started up the collection is just how polished the presentation is. Top notch, really top notch. Like you can look at this game and tell that they put time and effort into it. This was not something that was just thrown together. It really wasn't. When you're starting up the game, the first thing that just stood out was just like when the announcer comes in and when he yells um the collection, the name of the title of the game, it did something to me. It just got me so excited. Like I felt like a kid. I really did. It gave me that old school feel, you know. Um and when you get into the game, literally the screen comes up and you have all of the games right there in like a rotation style. You can go through and you can select whatever you want. Um, After you select, you can, pick between English, Japanese, however you want to do it. But the thing that I do wish, now I will say this, and I'm gonna give it more praise than, down. Um, feel like at times it was difficult to navigate through as far as like the different options and the selections that you can choose from. Over time, I got used to it, but for someone who is just picking it up or starting out with the game, they're gonna find a little bit of difficulty navigating through the different options that are available. You really have to look like they have at the bottom of the screen. They will show, oh, well, press this, press that to get to this option, and I just felt like it was difficult in the beginning, and I won't say unnecessary, but it was just like it was a bit much. Of course, once I got used to it, it was like second nature. Like I knew exactly what I needed to press and how to get to certain things. But in the beginning, it will be a little bit difficult. Like just being honest. Um, but yeah, so playing the games, man, I played all of them, and I'll say this: those things, man, they are smooth. They are smooth. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't have anything to compare it to. So like I know some people may say, well, it was better on this board or whatever, was better here and this and that or whatever. So I don't really know if what I'm playing is necessarily the best it's been from a response um perspective or whatever the case may be. Because I know of different versions people say or better and this and that. But from what I've played on this collection, I can honestly say that it was I mean, it was great. It was great. The way everything how the game responded, everything, it just was smooth. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first started, I thought it was gonna be clunky. Like I thought, or not just clunky, but like when you play those old school games, you could tell it's an old school game. But no, man, it was smooth. It was very smooth. The art, the game itself, and obviously I know they've they've touched up some things. But I mean, it looks amazing. Like in game when you're actually playing it, I mean, it just looks top notch. It really looked top notch. I was just so amazed at, you know, the display and the presentation of it and how it looked in game. And when I was doing my live, a lot of the people that were watching me just kept on saying how just beautiful it was. And it really is. It's really well put together. So one of the things that I know people were kind of wondering about, and me myself when I first saw it, because I know they was gonna feature training mode, and it was like, these games nowadays, they always come out and say, oh, it's training mode and we have all this and that. And I know a lot of fighting games, when it comes to fighting games, people want to know how good the training mode is, especially nowadays. Training modes have become so detailed and so, intricate and all of that. With this training mode, I can say that it's not the best, but it's not just horrible at all by any means. It gets the job done. It really does. It's basic, but it also has, like hitbox, hurtbox, things like that that can be very beneficial to those type of players that like to get in and be lab monsters, or those type of players that like to go in there and test different things up. It will scratch that itch like it will. So when I say it's not one of those ones that, it like a Street Fighter 6 type training mode or Tekken type training mode, obviously, but it gets the job done. So you will not be upset with it. You will be very satisfied with it. I can honestly say that. Um, Online, when it gets to online, man, I'll say so. I did, and I will say I did play a few games. It was kind of funky, a little funky, but for the most part, good. I haven't really noticed anything that just stands out to me that was just horrible. Um, It was good. It was easy to find matches. I know that I did see some complaints about people were saying that they were starting to struggle with finding matches. But for me personally, I didn't have that experience, especially the first night. It was not difficult. Like it wasn't difficult to find games. And I think it has something to do more so with the time of day. Um, with finding, various games and stuff like that. But I didn't run into really any problems like that. And one thing I like about online is, so when you go and you select whatever game you want to play, because the screen comes up when you select online. You can choose, casual, rank, whatever, but it allows you to select whichever game you want to play, and during that time, it gives you, it'll come up the next screen, like it'll give you an option of, do you want to do in game? You can go to training mode, um, or do you want to just, navigate and wait for somebody? I thought that option was really cool. Even though, it's basic when you think about it, because it's in other fighting games, but to see it on a game like this, and from what it is being a collection like that, I thought it was really cool, and I thought that it just also added to proof, or it showed how much they put into this. Um, but yeah, I mean, the online was great. It was great to me. Great for me. Only thing I played online was Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That was the only thing I played. I didn't play the other games online. I did play them, but I just didn't get to play those online. Um, the extras. So the art. I tell you, when it comes to this stuff, man, the art stuff, I love going into the galleries, looking at the different art, and just getting that piece of history. I think it's great. I think it's great. So I spent some time just sitting there going through, the different drafts, and the different, you know, um, makeups for the different characters and the stages and all that stuff, man. And I enjoyed it. I think that you guys will really, really like that about this. It's peaceful. As weird as it may sound, like to just sit there, hear the music playing, and just going through this and just seeing this history, and see what the artists, were coming up with, and the different ideas and the drafts and stuff like that. It was really cool. So you have that, and then on top of that, you also have the soundtracks for the different games. And again, you just go in, you select the game. It gives you the option to, select it, like literally like a track by track thing, as if it was like on a CD. And you just go through and play them. I played a lot of that MVC too. Of course, that soundtrack just gets the job done. But You just go through it, you just look at them all, man. And I think that those two editions are awesome. Like they're awesome just to be able to have that. It makes the package, the collection worth it. Like it is worth it, man. Um, but yeah, like that's it. The so you can there's also you get those like little pins for making different accomplishments or getting different accomplishments or goals met within the game. And I thought that was really cool. And they hold in like a certain so you select it and then it brings up all of them. And as you're completing different tasks for all the different games, you're getting those pins, which I thought that was really, really cool. But yeah, when it comes to this game, man, I tell you, it's worth it. Bottom line, it is worth the money, and I think that um, it makes to me it's like the perfect party game. Um, it's one of those games where you sit down and you invite your friends over, order some pizza, whatever Chinese food, and just sit down and just play and just enjoy it, man. It watching like playing this game, I will say, like it made me happy. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like it was so many different. It put me in a point of when life was so simple. You know, being an adult now, and the day to day things that, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate. But the day to day task and life, life's up and downs. That you have. You you don't have the time to just kind of like chill and just relax all the time. So this honestly, it puts you in a mode of remembering the times when life was just so much easier when you was just a kid and you was just enjoying yourself and being around your friends and stuff. It's peaceful. I keep saying it's a peaceful game. um Very nostalgic, very nostalgic. But yeah, man, I tell you guys, if you haven't got it yet, go out and get it. Get the game. It is worth the money. I promise you. I promise you. You will not be disappointed. They put time and effort into it, and it is definitely a gift. It's a gift to us. It's a gift to the FGC. But yeah, guys. I just want to take time to give y'all that, man, so y'all can know, or at least, I mean, and hell, y'all may be like, Red, be quiet, man. You don't know what you're talking about. But for me, it was great. And I think you guys will enjoy it. So give it a shot. Give it a shot. Play the game. And even if you're new, man, because I'll say this. So when it came to the collection, I have played I haven't played all of those games growing up. I've played like 3 of them. Okay? And then like with Marvel versus Capcom 2, I never was a deep player. And the interesting thing is that with this collection, I have challenged myself to actually learning how to properly play Marvel vs. Capcom 2, like actually playing the game. And I'm like setting a goal to learn the game at a higher level. Because when I was growing up, I just played it. I didn't really know what I was doing or whatever. And now that I'm older and having years of experience in fighting games, I can apply a lot of things more than I could when I was younger. So I could just dedicate time to playing this Marvel vs. Capcom 2 game, and I'm going to play it and I'm going to get better. And I'm already like getting in a lot of games and learning so much. And it is a deep game. It's a deep game, but it brings me to my point of with a new player, this is a perfect opportunity for you to get in and just learn these games and get a piece of history. Um, don't be discouraged. I know people saying there's people out there that's gonna make you look bad, and it is. Don't get me wrong. I've ran into a couple there. I'm just like, dude, you too much. But that's a part of it. So if you're new, get it, man. Get it. You will enjoy it. Don't let nobody scare you off. You will enjoy it. Unless you run into Justin Wong, because Justin Wong out there, he out there doing some business, man. He hurting people's feelings right now. But it's Wong. I mean, he's the greatest Marvel player ever. So hey, what do you expect? But anyways, guys, thank you for taking the time with me, and I hope y'all get the game. I hope y'all enjoy it, and yeah, man. But y'all take care of yourselves, and Code Red out.
Code Red.